and stuff, and we apologize for that. We're still learning. This is a new facility. We're trying to work everything out, so hopefully everybody's having more fun than non-fun. But it's about to get a hell of a lot better because we have got a real treat for you guys today. And, you know, every now and then you get to meet like someone that I consider to be a great in the world of comics, one of the comic greats. But how often you get to see two what I consider legends in this industry up on the stage. And you know, we knew Stan was going to do a Q&A, but the idea of John Romita Jr. getting to moderate that Q&A, I think makes it like 100 times cooler. So I'm going to shut the hell up and bring him on out. StanLee, John Romita Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
John Romita Jr. He's very shy. It's not easy for him to be up here.
I'm very happy that all my relatives made it today. Nice to be Italian. I have so many Opas and Guidos that show up.
You interrupted me, John.
Sorry, Godfather. I won't hurt you again.
I really feel sorry for you people. You came in here, you're probably expecting something entertaining or amusing. I have no idea what we're going to do, so I said to John, what's the schedule? What are we going to do? He says, I don't know. Well, you're in for some treat.
I'm only the artist. I'm not on schedule. So this is my boss, and I only work for him. He's been my art director, my editor-in-chief. So I'm kind of uncomfortable that I'm behind schedule on something. I don't know what it is. I'm late.
I haven't been this guy's boss in the past 50 years or so. His father, well, when his father's, everybody thought I was his father's boss, but I was so scared of John Romita Sr. That man, if he ever said, I refuse to draw this, we would have been out of business. He really supported he was the greatest. You ought to be good because you're his son. This guy was the greatest artist. And I'll tell you something about Senior. He was so valuable. If ever Kirby was late with something, I'd say, John, could you do this issue or whatever? Oh, sure, I'll do it, Stan. Ditko was late. Don't worry, Stan, I'll do it. Could you fix this cover? I'll do it. Whatever you asked him to do, he did it, and he was wonderful. I don't think Marvel could have existed without John Romita Sr. This guy, we don't need him.
Actually, I did. When you were still editor-in-chief, I was just beginning with the company. I worked on staff, and you were the editor-in-chief.
Was I the boss?
You were still the boss.
Did I like you?
I don't know. You always forgot my name in the hallway. You always said,
I never knew who he was. I still don't know who he is.
Every time I changed my shirt, he didn't remember who I was. There were so many people walking up and down the hallway, he didn't know who the hell everybody was.
But it's incredible that he's as good an artist as his father. I am so jealous. I still draw stick figures.
Well, I have great inkers. I draw stick figures too, but I have great finishes. Okay, I've been told I'm supposed to be the moderator. Moderator, obviously. Oh, by the way, this thing when you were afraid of my father, it's an Italian thing. He doesn't even realize it, but it's an Italian thing. There's always fear for Italian people. He would have never harmed you. Trust me.
I never thought he would. You see, you're the guy who's the,
Nudge?
No, the,
Instigator.
No, what was that movie with Marlon Brando?
On the waterfront?
No, the gangster.
Godfather.
The Godfather. You're the Godfather.
See, it's an Italian thing, I told you.
No, your father was more Jewish than Italian. He was real nice. I never knew he was Italian. He was so nice.
So he's a Mitch. He's a Mitch. Okay. So I'm supposed to be the moderator, and I don't know if I should introduce him or not, but I guess he's been introduced.
I want an introduction. I never get it. Everybody says he doesn't need an introduction. I want an introduction. And make it good.
For those of you who don't know who this is there anybody back there that doesn't know who it is? Oh, by the way, one aside, you got an award in London last month.
No, I didn't get one.
I have it in my basement.
I got it. How they giving it to me?
I brought it through customs. They wanted to know who the hell you were. I have it in my basement. Now, for a small remuneration, I will give it
How
back.
about if I just treat you nicely here?
All right, if you're nice to me, I'll give you your award. Ladies and gentlemen, this is StanLee. Before you clap, I have to tell you that...
I didn't see anybody even wanting to. All I saw was everyone go to the one next to him.
I met you in 1972, and I came up to the office in between school semesters. My father brought me up. I met Jack, Don Heck, Larry, your brother Larry Lieber, all of the bullpen. This is when the artists worked in the bullpen. There were guys working in the bullpen, but Jack didn't work in the bullpen. Steve Ditko was up there. I met all of these wonderful people, and he was there. And
wait a minute, he met all the wonderful people, and he was there.
See, he's an editor. No matter what I do, he's the editor. So you were wonderful then, and you're wonderful now. But that was in possibly 1968 or 69, maybe early in the 70s. So I know you close to 45 years. Whether you remember me or not, I know you that long.
You're not that memorable.
I'm the straight man up here. Can you believe this? Handing him these lines on a silver platter. So I want to tell you how much of a pleasure it's been working for Marvel. I say it's because I had my father working for the company and my mother also worked for the company. It's a Sicilian thing, but it was great having you. But working with you at Marvel has been so much fun. You have no idea. I don't think I could have worked with any other job than doing this. I wouldn't have enjoyed it this much. And it's because of you.
I can't stand it when people are genuinely nice. When you become the old John Romita Jr. that I have known.
All right, you want to become, give me 30 seconds, I'll become a wise ass kid. So, in fact that I'm introducing you, I want to tell you that this man is...
You're not introducing me. They know who I am.
You said you wanted an introduction! This is an honor and a privilege to give to you my boss, my godfather, and my second father, John Romita.
This is the last time I'll be on the panel. You're more articulate than I am.
StanLee, who actually may not be Italian, but his name ends in a vowel. So, to me, he's my second father, StanLee, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we'll do questions. Sure. I have to repeat, if there's a question that you ask, we can't hear you, I have to yell it out loud so we can all hear it up here. So you may have to speak loud if you don't get to a microphone.
There's a microphone. They really have one. It's right there in the middle here. You guys want to line up if you have a question?
We'll go to questions because I think Stan will be able to flow with a question and he'll be able to...
You know what she really said, what she really whispered to him? You guys are being so dull up there. Can you stop what you're doing? Let's go to questions before we lose the audience.
And Stan will actually elaborate with some of these questions, I'm sure, other than giving you one-word answers.
I tend to do that.
Okay.
All right, I'm on. Stan, out of the hundreds, maybe thousands of stories you've written, do you have one that stands out in your mind as a favorite?
Do I have something?
A story.
Hundreds of thousands of stories. Do you have one that stands out as your favorite?
No, I really don't. I love them all. I got to tell you something. You won't believe this, but I am my biggest fan.
I doubt that.
I love everything I've written. Sometimes I look at an old book and God brings me a book to autograph and I look at it and I say, wow, did you write like that? This is great.